Hi kids, how are you all? I hope you all must be fine, right? So today we are going to read about Class 5 Science Olympiad. And in Class 5 Science Olympiad, which chapter we are going to read? We are going to start a new chapter, that is the matter. Okay, so are you all ready for it? Yes? So let's get started. So what is the first question? Question number 1. Matter can be defined as something that Matter can be defined as something that option A possesses weight, B occupies space, C exists in three states, D all of these. So here we are going to discuss about the matter. Okay. So matter, what is matter? Anything that has mass, or we can say it is having some weight. Okay. And it occupies space, then we call it as matter. Suppose I am holding this mobile, right? So when I hold it, I can feel its weight. Yes, so you can hold your pen, you hold your pencil, your book, your copy, everything. So if they are having some masses, okay, or they are having some weight, and when we keep them on the table, they occupy some space. Okay, so these are known as matter, and matter they exist in three states. And what are the three states? These are solid, liquid, and gases. Okay, so these are the three states of matter. So here the correct answer is option D, that is all of these. Got it, everyone? Coming to the next question, ice is the dash form of water. Option A solid, option B liquid, option C gas. We know that matter exists in three different states, that is solid, liquid and gas. And ice is which form of water? Yes? If you know the answer, you can write in the chat box, right? Okay, so here we know that ice is the solid form of water. Okay, so the solid form of water, that is ice, and the liquid form, that is water, and the gaseous form, it is water vapor, or we can say steam. Okay, yes. So coming to the next question, the forces of attraction between the particles is greatest in the dash state. Option A liquid, B gas, C solid, D all of the above. So here it is asked, the force of attraction between the particles, it is greatest in which state of matter? See, the matter, it contains number of particles, right? And the particles, they have force of attraction between them. It may be stronger in some cases, it may be weaker in some cases, but the force of attraction between the particles, it exists in all the states of matter, right? And the force of attraction, it is maximum, or we can say it is greatest in case of solid, followed by liquid, followed by gases. So we can say that in solid, the force of attraction between the particles is maximum, and in case of gases, it is minimum. Okay, so here the correct answer is option C, that is solid. Coming to the next question, the state of matter which has no fixed shape but definite volume is the option A gaseous state, B liquid state, C solid state, D none of these. So it is asked that the state of matter which has no fixed shape but definite volume. So they have a definite volume, right? We can say 1 liter, we can say 500 ml. So they have a definite volume but no fixed shape. So it takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. Suppose I am keeping it in a beaker. So it will take the shape of the beaker. If I am keeping it in a conical flask, it will take the shape of the conical flask, right? What is that? Can you tell? That is the liquid. They have no fixed shape but definite volume. So correct answer is option B, that is the liquid state. Coming to the next question, which of the following is true for the molecules of gases? Option A, they have a fixed volume. B, they have a fixed shape. C, they cannot move freely. D, they can move around freely. So, the molecule of the gases means that these are the particles present in gases. Okay, and they you know, the particles of the gases or the molecules of the gases, they are always in a state of rapid and random motion. That means they move very fast, they move rapidly, they move very fast, and random, they move in all direction. Okay, so here the correct answer, that is option D, they can move around freely. Okay, coming to the next question, ice melts when energy in the form of dash is supplied. So option A, electricity, B, heat, C, light, D, sound. So ice melts when energy in the form of dash is supplied. We know ice melts, right? So when we take ice from our freeze or refrigerator, and when we keep it outside, what happens? It melts, right? It is converted into water. Why it is converted into water? Because it is taking energy in the form of heat. Okay, so here the correct answer is option B, that is heat. Coming to the next question, in a bar of magnet, the molecules are held by option A, strong force of attraction, option B, weak force of attraction, option C, no force of attraction, option D, strong forces of repulsion. So in a bar magnet, you can see here there is a bar magnet, right? And here the molecules, these are held by strong force of attraction. Okay. So the correct answer is option A. Coming to the next question, the process of changing water to water vapor is called option A, sublimation, B, condensation, C, melting, D, vaporization. So water, it is converted to water vapor. Okay, the name of the process is vaporization. Okay, the name of the process is vaporization. So here the correct answer is option D, that is vaporization. Okay, and if we talk about the other process, so sublimation, here what happens, solid is directly converted to gaseous state without converted into the liquid state. Condensation, here gases are converted into the liquid state. Melting, here solid is converted to the liquid state. Okay. So here correct answer is option D, that is vaporization. Coming to the next question, a compound is formed when option A, only one kind of atoms combine, option B, two or more kinds of atom combine, option C, an atom is further broken into smaller pieces, option D, all of these. So compound, here what is the compound? When two or more types of or kinds of atom combine, they give rise to a compound. Okay, so here the correct answer is option B, two or more kinds of atoms combine. Coming to the next question, matter is made up of tiny particles called option A, atoms, B, molecules, C, cells, D, ions. So matter, that is made up of tiny particles known as atoms. Okay, and about the molecules, when atoms combine, they give rise to molecules. Okay, atoms, when they combine, they give rise to molecules. And cells, you know, it is the we can say the basic unit of life. Okay, coming to ions, these are the charged particles. Right? Okay, so here the correct answer is option A, that is atoms. Coming to the next question, Which of the following determines the states of matter? Option A, size, B, shape, C, arrangement of molecules, D, structure. So here it is asked which of the following determines the states of matter. So for the state of matter, which determines this thing? It is the how the particles are arranged. Okay, so this is about the arrangement of molecules, how they are arranged. Depending on that, they are either they will be solid or liquid or gaseous, right? Coming to the next question, the intermolecular space between molecules is maximum in a option A solid, B liquid, C gas, D all of these. So intermolecular space between the molecules is maximum. Okay, so you know the matter, in the matter different means particles are there or molecules are there, right? And they have a force of attraction between them. It may be strong force of attraction, it may be weak force of attraction, but force of attraction exists between them. We have already discussed about it. Similarly, intermolecular space also exists between them. And what is the intermolecular space? This is the space, or we can say this is the gap present between the particles or between the molecules. Okay, and the intermolecular space, that is maximum in case of gases. In case of gases, the molecules they are present far apart from each other. Okay, followed by liquid, followed by solid. So in case of gases, the intermolecular space, that is maximum, and in case of solid it is minimum. Okay, so here the correct answer is option C, gases. Coming to the next question, when a solid is heated, it melts to form option A liquid, B steam, C ice, D viscous liquid. So when solid is heated, when we heat a solid, it gives rise to liquid. Okay, you know when we heat the ice, it is converted into water, right? Ice is the solid state and the water, that is the liquid state. So here the correct answer is option A, that is liquid. Coming to the next question, substance P does not have a fixed volume. It occupies the total space of the container and it can be compressed. What is P likely to be? Option A solid, B liquid, C gas, D all of these. So here question is asked, the substance P, it does not have a fixed volume and it occupies the total space of the container and it can be compressed also. Okay, so it occupies the total space of the container, means if you keep it in a container of this size, it will occupy the total space. Now if you shift it to a container of a bigger size, then also it occupies the total space, right? So you can imagine what is that? Yes, that is the gas. Next is about compressed. Compressed means decrease in volume. So decrease in volume means the particles or the molecules of gases, they are far apart from each other. So we can bring them closer. Okay, when we bring the particles closer, that means we are decreasing the volume, or that means we are compressing that, right? So P is most likely to be gas. So here the correct answer is option C, that is gas. Coming to the last question of today's session, when we heat a substance in solid form, it becomes liquid and then into gas. This shows that by heating, the space occupied by the substance generally, option A increases, option B decreases, option C remains same, option D changes minutely. So when we heat a substance in solid form, it becomes liquid and then it will convert it into gas, right? That means when we heat, You know, in the solid, the particles are closely packed. In liquid, the particles are a little bit loosely packed. And in case of gases, they are far apart from each other, right? That means it shows by hitting the space occupied by the substance, it generally increases, right? So for solid, it may be like this. For liquid, it may be like this, okay? And for gases, it will be far apart from each other, okay? So this is for solid, this is for liquid, and this is for gas, right? So this much for today's session, and let's meet you in the next session, okay? And till then, read mindfully, practice all the questions properly, okay? So meet you soon. Bye bye everyone.